What is up, Need for Speed racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. I'm here today with the viewer-requested Lancer Evolution X, the Evo 10. We are here in A-Class with it. It is a very sturdy car. It's a jack of all trades. It does all the things you want it to do. It's easy to drive. It's predictable. It's automatically unlocked. You can use it to unlock the Evo 9. I mean, it's really got all the moving parts to be a very good car. And at A-Class, it is definitely very good. It's sturdy. Absolutely sturdy. I'm going to bring you that build and show you some gameplay footage at the end. I think you'll see that really, low-key, if you're looking for a good all-arounder, this really does take the cake, in my opinion. And I'm kind of, I guess, disappointed in myself that I haven't brought it to you sooner, because I really just kind of wrote it off after I was trying to get my Mitsubishi unlocks with it. But at A, it slots in there really well. So let me bring you the build, let me show you what I've got, and let's go for it. Now, the first thing I do want to open with is the styling portion, so that way you guys know what you're getting into if you're all about the look and the show and not so much about the go. So for the styling portion of this, there's a lot of different body kits you can go with, meaning there's about 4 or 5 different sets of different fenders you can mix and match with side skirts and bumpers and all that. You can make it look pretty sturdy. Those mirrors, those are the Yaris mirrors. They look kind of like the Ghidorah ones, but they're a little different. I like those. And overall, the car looks pretty good. You can tune it up a lot of different ways, like time attack or Boshishoda. You can do like absolutely huge like exhaust and stuff on it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. And then with the air ride suspension, you can drop it way down. So if that's something you're into, that's what it looks like with the air ride equipped. That's about as low as it goes. All right, styling portion out of the way. Let's dig into the performance portion, which you guys are interested in the most. I think that's what you want. For the engine, you are going to run the third engine over. It is the Sport Bronze 276 brake horsepower, 2.6 liter i6. There's 3 different engines that you can really work with for A-Class. We tried and we tested them all. My man Slide, he was helping me out with this. He's got basically the same build. He just runs drift tires on it, and you can make it pretty sturdy that way if you're a drifter. We tried the Flat 4, the i6, and the i4. Between the 3 of those, you're going to see one major difference. The i4's got a little more horsepower and torque. The Flat 4's got a little more horsepower, same torque. And then you got the i6, which is just a little bit less on the horsepower side of things. But top speed is what we're looking at here. 148 for the i4, 142 for the Flat 4, 158 for the i6. So even though we're trading a little bit of power, you really don't notice it when you're driving, but I'll tell you right now, that top speed you do notice, especially when you're running the drain, the drop, any of the tracks that have got a little longer straightaway. If you end up running Old Town Road, which has got some top speed sections on it, you do want to have that top speed, so that way you can use the car in all the playlists. So I defaulted to this one. Slide uses it, like I said, for his drift, and so overall, it's a well put together package. If you're looking for just a short track specialist, Flat 4 is a banger, but that top speed, that was kind of the difference, and so that's why I decided to go with the i6. For the parts, you are running Sport Bronze Induction, Iron Basic ECU, Iron Basic Fuel System, and then Elite Platinum Exhaust. Pair that with the Elite Platinum Screw Supercharger. The screw is definitely the way to go. You can go with the turbos, even the single turbo if you want to get like spicy with it, but to be honest, the screw is where it's at for sure. You on all of the A-track races, for the most part, it's tight corners and you're just getting out of the corners. You're using 4th and 5th gear a lot, but at the low end of the gear, and that screw just gives you the power you need where you need it. You're running Sport Bronze Bottle, Elite Platinum Road Suspension, Silver Pro brakes, and Elite Platinum Grip tires. Now, if you want to do the drift build, you just put on the drift tires. Slide the slider over to drift, take a little downforce out of it. That's it. That's the only difference between this grip build and the drift build is literally the tire choice and then just running the slider where you like. And if you want to get middle of the road with it, you can run road tires and take some power out, but it's better to run basically the same power and just run drift tires. Sport Bronze clutch, Sport Bronze 5-speed transmission, Elite Platinum differential. You can actually get away with the Silver Pro diff, but when I'm doing all my testing and tuning, I start with the Elite to give me the most slider. But yeah, you can run just Silver Pro if you're saving money. And then auxiliary, I run nitrous drift, nitrous grip. That way I can do my micro drifts, hook it up when I'm grip driving. For the handling, you're going to run 90% grip in this setup to get all the power in it and still make it fit as a grip build. So slide the slider far to the left, almost full Beyonce, and then back it up to, that's 90%, that's where you want to be. Steering sensitivity, I run 2 clicks high, that's personal preference, you guys do whatever you feel. Downforce, run it all the way high, back it off 1, that is a 209. Anything less than that is a plus 210. So the last 2 clicks for the downforce is where you got to be. Traction control off. Drift entry, I run brake tap when I'm running my grip builds. When I'm running my drift builds, I run both. So go with what you guys feel there, whatever is best for you to get the most out of the car. Guys, that is going to be the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X. 158 top speed, it'll do a little bit over $160 with Redline Tech. 421 on the horsepower and 436 on the torque. Overall, a very good machine, really well put together. This is a great viewer request. I'm glad you guys asked for this one because honestly, I think it's got all the punching power that you're going to need, and I'll show you in the gameplay footage what that looks like. Copium Series is live right now, guys. Go get in there, hook it up, be a part of the crew, run a time with us, and let's have some fun there. I divide everybody into even splits, so that way you're racing guys that are of your same pace, and it's really, really sweet. So if you don't know about that, check out the channel. It's like I do one every week. I do the results on Saturday and the new week start on Sunday. So there's a handful of videos you can go look at on that. Check it out. It's cool. Other than that, your requests, go like what you want to see down below so I know what to build next for you guys. And while we're liking stuff, go ahead and like that video, this video specifically, and subscribe if you're not. I'm the only one dropping Need for Speed content every day of the week, Monday through Friday. That's to help build the channel and to make sure that you guys, the viewers, have everything you need. So if you want to stay up to date with everything that is good with Need for Speed Unbound, subscribe and we'll take care of you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Alrighty, hard 8. We know this one is a tech track. We're doing that for Shapeshifter playlist when we were doing Blacklist entry, so it's a pretty good track. It's pretty technical. There's some good lines there. We'll launch the car in 3rd gear. I got my man CZXE in here with us. I actually already ran a handful of playlists with him earlier, and my goofy self had a skill issue, and I forgot to have my mic on. And so my mic was off, and I had no audio at all, and so it was like not working. Bad turn there. Tried to turn in. That didn't work out. I think the challenges must have just reset this morning because I know that I've already done a lot of grip turns today. Alright, we're going to try to micro drift all the way around the left here. Or excuse me, the right. I know my left from my right. I promise you guys. We'll let it give us the grip. Use that in 5th gear to accelerate. When we drop down, we want to be on the right hand side so that way we're flowing with traffic and hopefully avoid any crashes. Stay to the inside on the sidewalk because I saw traffic there. Use the boost to get out of that corner. It's going to give us a grip turn. I'm going to activate it right here and let it carry us through the corner. Next lap, I'm going to hit it late. I'm going to hit it after we've already turned because we keep getting a little loose and I think it's hanging us up there. But we are putting the gap on our opponents. I think CZXE must have got tangled up with something because he's usually performing a little better than that. But, you know, skill issue, who knows? No, he's a good dude. Avoiding traffic, either dropping middle or dropping right. That's where I like to come down that. We're going to try to micro drift this corner again. We got some traffic in the way, paid actors, that's cool. We'll use it to accelerate. We won't have a yellow bar through that corner, but that's alright. We'll just stay on the nitrous. And we've got all of our challenges for the day in literally one race. That's funny. Half our grip turns. Like, they should either give you more money and make the challenges a little harder to hit, or just more of whatever metric you're trying to do. That would, I think, be better for the overall player base. Chime in down below if you need more money. We need money. Alright. That is going to be hard 8. Nothing record breaking. Definitely not an incredible time, but consistent. The car is solid, you guys. If you drive, competently and don't crash a lot, I mean, 209 is fine. Really, you want to be sub 2, but we had some errors for sure. Like, we crashed going in and missed some of our boost and whatnot. Now, that being said, we are running 2 dudes in the rental AMG, so like shout out to those guys for making it work. Game's on sale right now, so there's a lot of new players, so be gentle out there, you guys, to the new players. Let them know about the video so that way they know where to go and get the builds, and let's try to help everybody out and grow the community, because we always need more players. Going into this, we will still run our Evo. Oh, CZX's not running the boss. Don't do that to yourself, my boy. Oh, okay. DBS Volante, not a bad choice. That's a pretty good car. At A, it's got a lot of power. I like it. I like it. Now, Millionaire Drive is a fun one. A lot of tight corners. A lot of good ways to work on your grip turns, your micro drifts, and just holding boost until you get into the corner that you need it. You'll see I'm pre-shifting. Oh, let me turn on my controller. That wasn't on. Boom, now it's on. Okay, cool. So you can see I'm pre-shifting, grabbing third gear, launching third, walking away from everybody. That's why that manual transmission's a baller, you guys. It just allows you to get out front. We'll do a little bit of a micro drift there, let it give us the award for that. We'll just hit the 3-bar, or the 2-bar, excuse me, up the hill. Not even try to milk it for 3. We'll micro drift to the left, micro drift through here, downshift to 4th. Let it give us the grip turn. Use that to get out of the corner. Use all the NOS to get up to speed. CZX's on us now. That Volante is pretty good. I really like that Aston Martin. It's so pretty. Alright. Slowing down, getting a nice micro drift. Accelerating. Same kind of thing. Gonna let it give us the grip turn. Use that to get up to speed. Carrying lots of momentum through here. We're gonna micro drift to the right to set up our corner here. And I'm just tapping the thumbstick. That turned into a full drift. And that's why we didn't get our 3-bar. So that was kind of a bummer. That was actually a micro drift to full drift instead of micro drift grip turn. But I'm being overly analytical. We've got more than enough technique to be going plenty fast here. We're going to slow down for the corner, tap the brake once, downshift, use the acceleration of the car with the nitrous to get out of the corner, click 5th, accelerate through here. Now I know I'm coming up on this. I'm going to try to catch a micro drift to the right there. Didn't quite give it to me. I will slow down, tapping the brake to initiate the drift. Ooh, it slid out on the last second. We're going to wait till we're mid-corner there, then use the boost to get out of the corner. Perfect. Click 5th. Use the 3-bar. We're going to go for a grip turn here since we've got a lot of momentum. I was going to go to the left of that SUV, but he decided he was turning left, so real spicy. But that's what I'm trying to show you guys. Like, this car does really good on the tight and technical tracks, but it also has plenty of speed to get you, going down the drain, down the drop. I mean, it's got all the parts. I really like it. When I saw the Evo X get done for a viewer request, I was like, well, I really didn't like it at A+, because that's where I built it the first time. Tried it at S. It's really lackluster at S. It's middle of the road at B. It's like you can kind of do like a light cheese build, but not really enough to make it off and feel super stable. And then this A build kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Like, we started digging into it. Slide had already put a bunch of time into the car because he really liked it, and so he had some recommendations on different things, and that's really what brought us to where we're at today on this. So you can run it in drift or grip configurations. Both are really good. CZX's out there in the MX-5. Now, that's a pretty spicy little car. It's pretty fast. I've already seen him drive that for sure. We'll see how he hangs. I think we've got a little better top speed than he does, but that thing is nimble and fast. So it'll be fun. He's got his license plate, not stock, so that's good. Guys, if you're new to my vibes out here, you need to not ever have a stock license plate. Like, you can put all these amazing parts on these cars, but if you're running around with a license plate that says NFS with the stock background, you're doing it wrong. See if we can grab a little micro drift there. We can. Let it give us the grip turn. Shift into 5th. Accelerate. Now, I know that I've got a nice turn to the right here. We're going to go to the right of that taxi cab. Get a little micro drift. Line this up. I was really expecting us to get a grip turn there. There it is. Use that to get up to speed. We're going to collect a near miss on this car. Going to swing out, swing in, do a micro drift. And then as soon as we get that 2 bar or 3 bar, we're going to use that to get up to speed. And then we're going to grip turn this whole turn here and not drift. Use that grip turn to get back up to speed. Same deal here. Just turn in, aim for the inside of that checkpoint, and just make a nice rounded long corner. Micro drift here, get 2 bars, accelerate, catch some near misses on the cars. Now, a lot of the guys go up top. I don't. I usually stay to the low end here. But like Hex and Seike and a lot of the fast boys, they go up top. They say that's the route. So I would say go with whatever route you're most comfortable with. They avoid the bottom because they don't like dealing with traffic. I seem to do pretty okay with traffic. I'm going to turn in here, and then as soon as the car is straight, we're going to just use our boost to get out of there. I go kind of a wide line here, avoids all the traffic that would be back there. Cut a nice micro drift here, let it award us the turn. Use that to get back up to speed. Now, on this left, I'm going to micro drift this one. Start building that boost up. Let it award us, and then hit that through this corner. And that keeps us up to speed. Now we're carrying lots of speed. Micro drift to the right. Micro drift to the left. Okay, we've got our 3 bar. I'm going to hold on to it, collect some near misses here, get through this corner, and then hit the 3 bar on exit. That's a really safe way to do that corner. You can do it another way, and that's where you hit your boost before turn entry. But you risk getting squirrely, going wide if you bounce off the curb and hitting the houses back there. Whereas if you just kind of are patient, get through the corner, and then use your boost to accelerate out, that's a good technique. It's probably not the fastest way to go through the corner, but consistency is really important as well, you guys. Like, that's one thing that I don't think gets really talked about enough. Like, better to be, a little slower but consistent as opposed to just risking everything and then throwing your race away. So, Suzexi's coming. Is he catching us? I'm looking at the yardage up on the left. It looks like it's pretty close. We're going to see what happens here. Alright, we're going to be okay. If he was going to get beside us on one of those jumps, I might have had to send our friend for a loop. But it worked out. I didn't have to kill him. We're cool. Pretty good race. Car's pretty solid, you guys. It's real stable. A lot of fun. Definitely recommend. For new players especially, the build's not that expensive. The motors are pretty cheap in it. I mean, you can probably get into this thing full build for like 150 grand if I was just guessing. Maybe 2 at the most. So really not too bad. Pretty adequate. But that's going to do it for me. That's the playlist. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.